Okay.
Even during the interview, we just try to have a conversation like you and I are having. We don't grill them ki bhai, what is this subject, what is that subject. We try and understand their aptitude for life, for IRMA, and for the greater good.
Can you suggest any of the tips that they can make sure that yes, I get shortlisted for IRMA?
Working for the rural areas does not necessarily mean that you have
You
to
have to
work
be
in
there.
rural
True.
areas or be in rural
Right.
areas.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Shiksha Nerd. We are back with our another episode and we are here at IRMA and Sir has joined us. We would be decoding all about admissions and the history of IRMA. Thank you so much for having us here, sir.
It is my pleasure, Neha. And why don't we start with our walk and take as many questions as you'd like.
Yes. So while discussing, you told me that you were the alumnus of IRMA, right? So I want to know the history from your own mouth, like what IRMA was all about.
Right. So, yes, I was a part of the 34th batch
Okay.
of IRMA's PGDM, the batch of 2015. And I was placed with the government of Rajasthan. But before I talk to you about why, or rather how I came back, let me tell you very briefly about how this place, IRMA, came to be. So, Amul, as Anand is famous for, was established in 1946 as part of a farmers' revolution, which was aided by the efforts of Shri Tribhuvan Das Patel, who was a local leader, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is known as the Iron Man of India.
Right.
And they basically encouraged dairy farmers to set up their own organization so that they could, deal with monopolistic traders who were
Right.
not giving them the due
Right.
that was owed to them.
Right.
So Amul flourished over the years, and then Dr. Verghese Kurian joined Amul as its first employee, as a manager. Then the government of India, after a few years down the line, realized that this model of dairy farming was working very well in Gujarat, and it was benefiting farmers.
Right.
So they decided that they wanted to replicate this at a national level. That is when Shri Lal Bahadur Shastri, who was the Prime Minister, he tasked Dr. Verghese Kurian to create the National Dairy Development Board in 1965. Now that is how the White Revolution, as we call it, the National Dairy Plan started back in the 60s. Now over the years, as the years progressed, National Dairy Plan turned out to be hugely successful. Farmers around the country, started benefiting from it. Dr. Kurian established many more such organizations with the help of central and state governments, and but ultimately what he found lacking was managerial prowess that he himself had once possessed, which benefited Amul.
Right.
So he wanted to create an institution which could train managers like this who were very, very well versed with rural management
And
ideals and
professionals,
ethos.
basically.
Correct. So professionals. So he went to IIM Ahmedabad with this idea, but that did not come to fruition for many reasons. So in 1979, on 14th of December, he and a couple of other academicians from around the world, they decided to establish IRMA, the Institute of Rural Management, Anand. It has been 46 years since our establishment. This is our 47th year. And we have been able to nurture and produce more than 6,000 alumni who work in different walks of life, not just in India, but around the world. Coming back to what I do, I started working with the government of Rajasthan right out of the gate. But then, as IRMA had trained me to be, multivariate in terms of approaching my life, my career, I ended up back at IRMA because we wanted to establish the communications office at IRMA.
Right.
And since 2018, I've been working here.
That's great. So let's clear the next confusion. IRMA is in university or not, because we are offering MBA here.
Right. So last year, by an act of parliament, IRMA was chosen to transform into the Tribhuvan Saikari University. Now, IRMA has not gone anywhere. IRMA is now a part of the Tribhuvan Saikari University.
All right.
We have 3 more schools which are functional, for which the first year is already running. These are the schools of Agribusiness Management, School of Cooperative Management, and School of Cooperative Banking and Finance. Now, IRMA and these 3 schools, all of them are offering MBA programs.
All right.
So, what used to be called as the Postgraduate Diploma in Rural Management by IRMA now is known as the MBA in Rural Management by IRMA.
Okay.
And we have admissions process for that, for all of these schools, is currently ongoing.
So is it the CAT or ZAT percentile that we are looking for, or we are looking something else in the profile of our students for the admissions?
See, CAT and ZAT are used as qualifying tests. Of course, we've continued with that even this year. we plan to continue with that next year as well. Apart from that, we're also looking at a mix of people from all walks of life, all demographics, all academic backgrounds, variety rather. And we have a lot of people from different academic backgrounds as well. We also hold our own process called the Tribhuvan Sekar University Written Aptitude Test and the personal interview, which will take place in the month of February, in which we try and understand how they write, what they think, the aspirants who are coming in, and then we interview them. Even during the interview, we just try to have a conversation like you and I are having. We don't grill them ki bhai, what is this subject, what is that subject. We try and understand their aptitude for life, for IRMA, and for the greater good.
Sir, any approximate idea about the percentile that we are?
See, percentiles change year to year. Last year, our percentile for general category was 85. This year, it is yet to be decided. We'll be coming out with it very, very soon. But I think it will be in the same range.
And what about the interview round? How does that look?
So interviews will be conducted from 16 to 21st of February across 16 centers across the country.
Okay.
Anand included in our campus. And again, as I said, there'll be a TSU VAT of 30 minutes in which we'll give them sort of a picture or something else. And we'll ask them to write, pour their feelings on the paper. And we'll ask them questions about it. Then the personal interview will be followed on the will follow that on the same day, and in which we try to have a conversation with them about their lives, their backgrounds, what they think about IRMA, what they think about the state of the world, state of the country, and how they feel that after completing their MBA they can contribute to the society.
Okay, so can you suggest any of the tips that they can make sure that yes, I get shortlisted for IRMA?
Yeah, so do not go with any fake diktats in their minds, that they can say things like my heart beats for rural India and this and that. Our faculty members, our interviewers will see right through it. I have been a part of it. I have been on the receiving end. I have been on the giving end as well, and I can tell you that we appreciate honesty, we appreciate integrity, and it is very easy for us to find out both. Right. So I would only suggest aspirants that they do not stick to they do not stick to any particular template for answering questions. So if they be themselves, that is more than enough.
So now we are here at the iconic spot of IRMA. What is the story behind it?
So we are at the Amul Carillon Chimes, which was brought in here in 2002 by Dr. Verghese Kurian, our founder chairman. He was a technocrat and he saw one of these structures in Washington on one of his visits. He was so enthralled by it that he ordered, or rather requested the government of India to get it to him, and he got it here in 2002. This was instituted at IRMA, his youngest child. This is very meaningful in two ways. This actually looks like a torch, and so Dr. Kurian wanted this to look like a torch. He got it designed that way so that it can represent what IRMA represents, the power of knowledge. So through this, he wanted to spread that light of knowledge. And again, he wanted it to be a symbol of unity, just like an academic institution like IRMA is. So it chimes every day from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. It chimes to the tune of Sare Jahan Se Achha.
Okay.
Because it has 18 bells which are computerized and they can be programmed to chime to the tune of Sare Jahan Se Achha.
That's amazing. So how does the campus life looks like here?
The campus life is very vibrant, mostly because of the kind of students that we have. We have students from almost 22 states from across the country, and they celebrate everything and something every other day. We have regional festivals, food festivals, as well as other festivals. We have fests. We have one particular fest which is dedicated to the alumni, which will take place next week on 24th and 25th of January, which is called Milap. So that is when all the alumni are invited to descend on the campus, relive their memories and interact with the participants, our students. Apart from that, our students are also involved in various other cultural and co-curricular and extracurricular competitions as well. So they hold a lot of sports competitions, cultural fests, so on and so forth, you name it. And we have a very vivid and vibrant student club community as well.
So this question is for the aspirants who are looking forward for IRMA 2026 batch. What job prospects can they expect?
Well, we have a saying at IRMA, and now obviously it has expanded to TSU. You get the placement that you want, right? We have been very fortunate with respect to our placement partners that they've been very, very kind to us. 46 batches This is the 45th batch will graduate this year. 100% placements have been there. So placements have never been an issue. Our major recruiters are from the BFSI sector, from the marketing and sales, FMCG. We also have a lot of development-based organizations, both governmental and non-governmental as well. Now, these are just domains or sectors that I'm talking about. Let us also talk about the kind of job roles that they offer. You see, we have people in FMCG sector who are going into brand management. We have people in BFSI going into treasury. We have people who are handling HNI accounts in many NBFCs as well. So again, the kind of career that you want, we'll help you shape it up. That is the only thing that we offer, really offer. We have all the biggest brands, biggest names that are coming in for the placements, both for the summer placements as well as the final placements. We've been very, very lucky that way. So my only suggestion to the aspirants would be, come here with an open mind, study here with an open mind.
Right.
I can vouch for that because I'm an alumnus, right? I was here. I studied here from 2013 to 15, went to work with the government based agency, then went to an NGO, then again went ahead and pursued my ambition of writing.
Right.
With a movie company and TV studios. That did not stop me. My education at IRMA did not stop me. It in fact allowed me to blend this managerial perspective into everything that I did. So that is the only thing that I'd like to say. Come here with an open mind, learn with an open mind, and you will have all the opportunities in the world knocking at your doorstep.
Sir, we will discuss the final myth about IRMA, that if you're doing your MBA from IRMA, you will only be placed in rural areas.
Right. It is a myth. You picked the correct word
So
to describe
clear
it. Yeah, of course. So see, the major factor pushing this myth is our name itself.
Right.
Rather, even the name of the university. People are often blinded by that itself. Let me clarify that once again. Working for the rural areas does not necessarily mean that you have to work in rural areas or be in rural areas. You can be sitting in a metropolitan city or a tier 2 city or town and be working for the rural masses.
Exactly.
That is entirely possible. It all depends on the career path that you choose for yourself. We have students who are still choosing to go in development based organizations working at the grassroots.
Okay.
But we also have organizations that are placing our students. So organizations like Deloitte, EY, PwC, they are placing our students in, let's say, Mumbai and New Delhi at policy think tank levels, right? Why are they doing this? Because ultimately it all boils down to one simple fact. These are the students of IRMA. They know that they are capable of making the right choices and the right decisions that would impact the rural masses. That's it.
So I hope from this answer they can understand this is not about you getting placed in rural areas.
I sincerely hope so. Yes.
So in today's episode, we tried to clear some myths and we tried to discuss the admission process at IRMA. And thank you so much for having us here, sir. Any information that is left, either you can go to their website or you can contact us. Thank you so much for watching us.